I had a question. Someone asked me, how come men seem to treat the next woman better than they treat them when they was with them? How come he treats the next woman better than he treated me when he was with me? I get a question a few times now, and let me attempt to answer the question. And sometimes you don't know how he treats his next woman. You assume from the outside, just like how from the outside looking in, when you was with him, it looked good. So you really don't know how he treats her. Because some people don't just don't get up and change. Character plays a big role, right? So you don't change your character that quickly just because you go to the next person. As a matter of fact, you realize that some people change partners because they don't want to change their character. They change their partner because they keep failing to change their character, because changing your character is harder. So, but let's just say that's the case. He treats his next woman better than he treats you. Why? Number one, his character is flawed. His character, how he treated you, depended on how you were, the things that you did, the things that you didn't do. So basically, his character wasn't really a character. It was just roles that he played, right? His character was shitty. He wasn't established yet. So his character depended on what you did. Because a man or a woman who is set in their character will be that character no matter what, no matter where they go, no matter what they do, no matter who they're talking to, no matter if it's a stranger or a loved one. The character is character. But if your character change when you go to the next person, then that's not a character, that's manipulation. So a lot of times people will, and it's not just men, women too. Some women would treat the next man differently based on how he is, what he puts up with. So it's based on the character. His character wasn't the best, wasn't the strongest. So the next one he treats better because certain things, she goes with him better, right? Some men go with you feeling like you don't deserve them at their best, so they treat you like crap. Number two, you allowed him to get away with so much stuff. You allowed him to get away with a lot of things, so he just kept doing it. And a lot of times, the next person ain't doing it. The next person been through that stuff already. She been through that game. She don't care if he leaves or stay. So he realized, well, if I want to stay, I can't act up. You wanted to keep him. You wanted to try harder. You wanted to see that you did all you could do. So you put up with so much. And so therefore, he did so much because he wasn't mature enough. You put up with so much because he wasn't being that man that you wanted him to be. So you waited around. You tried to wait for him to get to that point. So you put up with it because you had a strong desire in your heart. Sometimes the next person don't put up with all the drama. The next person understand what she is worth, what she deserves, and she not playing games. Sometimes the next person already been there, tried it, have the t-shirt, and they refuse to do it. So because she refused to do it, he just rather not even try because he knows better. You probably just allow him to do it. Again, I know he's grown and he should be self-regulated, but some people that we choose in our lives are not. Notice what I said, some people that we choose in our lives are not. And the first sign that you see a man is not self-regulated, he's not disciplined, then you should leave. But no, some of you all want to stay and then say that you're a victim. You're not a victim. You're choosing something, and then if whatever you are choosing has consequences. This is the consequence. The third reason was this. He actually likes her. Maybe he actually likes her. Maybe he didn't like you. Maybe you was just there. Maybe you filled the spot. Maybe you filled the space in his life. Maybe you was his convenience. Maybe you was just his bored person that he goes to when he was bored. Maybe you was just the person that he kicked it with. Maybe he didn't take you seriously. Maybe he didn't want you in that way. Maybe he just didn't see you that way. And so many times when he likes her, he finds a reason to do better by her. I'm saying all these men ain't the same. And maybe in this case, yes, his character is flawed too, but understand he really likes her, so he does whatever it takes. Because when you really like somebody, when you really want somebody, you do whatever it takes to keep that person. And maybe he's doing better with that person because he actually likes her and he don't want to lose her. Maybe he didn't mind losing you. See, when people act up, when people act out, a lot of times they don't care if they lose you. That's why they're doing what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing, so they continue to do it. And maybe you just wasn't going anywhere. Sometimes, see, when people act out all the time, it's not that they are trying to be anything. It's just that they are giving you a message. The message is they don't want you. And we refuse to not be wanted because how dare you not want me? You wasted my time. You wasted my energy. I give you all this stuff. How dare you not want me? And you can't accept it So you try and fight and stick it out. And a lot of times that's why you get hurt. But maybe he actually likes that woman and he just wants her. And number 4, the last one is, I want you to think about this. See, sometimes when the disrespect have crossed over so much, he have crossed the line with you so much that he can't come back over. He have done so much to you, he can't come back. He have done so much to you that he cannot be that man. He feels guilty. He feels like you're going to give him back. You're going to pay him back. You can't. He feels like he can't come back. You know, when you keep wiping your foot on a doormat, right? When you keep wiping your shoes on the doormat, no matter if you get cold one night, if it gets cold one night, you cannot use that same doormat to put on your shoulders to cover you to make you warm. It's just not going to feel the same. It's just not, you know, it's a doormat. And I could be cold, but I'll stay cold. See, he have disrespected you so much, crossed the line so much that he can't come back. He can't come back to you in that state because because you know, once you let somebody disrespect you and they do it again and they do it again and they do it again, after a while, it's hard to gain back respect that you have lost, right? See, many of you, let me ask you a question. If you lose respect from a man, can you get it back instantly? Is it easy to get back? You can be angry at a man and stop being angry. You could be jealous and stop being jealous. You could be resentful and stop being resentful. But once you lose that respect, the respect is gone for a long time. Sometimes it never comes back. Once you lose respect, it's a wrap. And that man has lost respect for you because, number 1, you have allowed him to get away with so much. You have accepted his behavior. And he has done so much. He's sending you so much message. He have lost respect. I'm not blaming you, saying it's your fault. And I know some people are ready to say, you keep blaming women. I'm not blaming anybody. But I'm saying you have to be accountable for what situation that you find yourself in or that you put yourself in. Understand, people are driven by psychology. You and him alike. It's all psychology. Some people do, it's like a child. A child going to push you to the limits or see how far they can get with you. It's not because they are bad. It's because that they are seeking power without knowing. It's how they learn. It's how they figure out. Sometimes that's all people know. Power. So I'm telling you, sometimes he have crossed the, he have went into the boundaries and now he can't come back. He have disrespected you so much, hurt you so much, he can't come back. So he could only do better with his next woman. So he have a fresh start. His next woman, he would treat better. He would be better to. He would even be married to her in a few months. Why? Number 1, his character. Number 2, you allow him to get away with too much. Number 3, he actually likes her. And number 4, he went too far and he can't come back. So understand. Simple. Think about it. Stop letting people get away with so much. Stop letting people do so much to you because you like them. It's not about don't like people that much that you begin to be disrespected. Because after a while, they can't respect you again. So be careful. I hope you understand what I'm saying. This is why sometimes a man will treat a woman better, his next woman. Again, we don't know that's for sure because we don't know if it's actually a facade that they put it on. Because they probably ain't treating them better. It just looks the same as it looked when he was with you from the outside in. I'm just saying. You have a blessed day. Peace.